everyone, and why am I screaming? Why am I screaming? Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just did a story time about this like a medical building that is by my house that is literally like jinxed for me. And I don't mean in a paranormal way or anything like that. I mean in an absolutely like there's a whole bunch of assholes that are there that always get to me type way. So I gave you guys my first story and my previous story time. So now I'm going to give you my second story about what went on there. So after my initial story time, and if you didn't watch that, I'll link it below. Please go watch it. I think it'll help tie this in a way. You don't have to watch it though. But anyway, so I went to that same medical building where my ex-doctor was, and I had to get my annual just blood draw from my actual new doctor that was actually like a human being. So I went in, I got my blood taken, and I left the Quest little suite. So I was with my mom, my son Logan, and myself. Logan was 3 at the time, I believe, and we all decided to stop in the bathroom. So as we're in the bathroom, there's 3 stalls. 1 is occupied, 2 are open. My mom and Logan go in 1 stall, and I go in the other stall. So then the lady that was using the bathroom when we walked in, she exited her stall and began to wash her hands around the same time that my mom and Logan left the stall and started to wash their hands. So as I'm peeing, I hear, I know TMI, but whatever, I hear this lady say, "Aw, your nose is so wide." Wait, excuse me, you better be talking to my mom. Like, you better be talking to my mom right now. So I get out of the stall right as she's like walking out the door, and I just like look at my mom and I'm like, did she just tell my son that he had a wide nose? And my mom was just like in shock, because this lady was like probably in her 40s or early 50s, and my mom's like just looked at me. I'll admit, I didn't even wash my hands. I ran out of that bathroom. I did not see her. I ran into the Quest suite, like that was right there. And by suite, I mean like office. She wasn't in the waiting room. I came out and I went in the door next to it because I knew that that led right back into where they draw the blood. I ran back in there. And these ladies that worked there were like, "Oh my God, what's going on? What happened?" And I told them, and there were 2 ladies, and they actually came out into the hall to help me look for this lady. And the one was like,
"Oh, I don't know what I'd do if this happened to me, but, you know, this is so rude. Why would she ever even think to say that to a child?"
And the other one was like,
"I don't know, I'd fight a bitch, I'd fight her, I'd fight the bitch."
I was like, yes. But I could not find her, you know. I looked up, I looked down, whatever. I was, to say pissed is like the biggest understatement ever, because say what you want about me, when you start talking about my child, like, I'm not even trying to seem like something I'm not. But if you start talking about my child, no, it's not happening. So I left the building, and as I'm leaving the building and I'm walking out, I see her sitting on a bench with an elderly gentleman in a wheelchair, which she was not with prior, but I'm guessing he was like waiting down there while she used the bathroom or what have you. My blood boiled through my head, but I told myself, you know what, if you go up and you act dumb to her, no shade, but like sometimes I feel like when you're trying to talk to someone and like win an argument or express your point, sometimes swear words are like better left out of it. But I was super proud of myself because the words flowed out of me like perfect. You know, normally you're like, and then as soon as you get in the car, you think of like 500 things you could have said. So when I saw her, I just walked right up to her, and of course I'm paraphrasing, and I said, "Excuse me, next time before you call a 3-year-old's nose wide, maybe you should have a little bit of understanding of what he went through. He was born with bilateral cleft lip and palate, and that is why his nose is a little bit wider. Not to mention his dad also has a slightly wider nose." And she just looked at me like this. Did not say one word. And I just said, "You know what? Parents like you are the reason there are bullies out there. Next time, think before you speak. And I just walked away. And I said it just like in that angry tone. I didn't scream, I didn't talk, but I was like, And I knew she was a parent because I didn't mention earlier, but I heard her talking to my mother in the bathroom before she called my son's nose wide. I heard her talking in the bathroom about having a child. So that's how I knew she was a parent. I choose to be respectful in situations like that to a certain extent because coming off just belligerent's not going to make me look credible in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's a story about the time someone blatantly insulted my son. Just remember out there, like, if you ever run into someone and they say something that is really, like, just disgusting or, like, hits too deep where you must say something back, try to gather yourself and try to be forceful but respectful in your response, because that gets you a lot further than just spewing cuss words at them. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.